Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video we're gonna be looking at Batman The Dark Knight Returns, The Dark Knight Triumphant by MAFEX. This is a figure that MAFEX released before in black and grey suit, and they are releasing it again with a horse as an accessory and again with Robin figure. But this is a battle damage version that is all messed up, beaten up, scarred, bruised, and his batsuit is torn. Now, I'm not someone who collects DC figures in general, but I'm a huge Batman fan. Tim Burton's Batman was the first movie I watched in a theater when I was a kid, and I guess like most kids, my two favorite superheroes of all time are Batman and Spider-Man. So when I saw this figure on a discount on AmiAmi, I decided to get it. MAFEX is killing it with quality releases in the last few years, and I saw from other people's reviews that same goes for this guy. This is a comic version of Batman, and he's in his old school blue and grey colors. He's much older and bulkier, but man, he looks so good. Let's check it out. Look at just this silhouette, how good he looks, just standing there. They did such a good job on his head. His teeth grinning like this. There are some sculpted details on the mask up here, and there is a wash that brings those details out. The eyes are white with dark shade around it. You can see that he's an older guy. There are wrinkles on his chin. There is also a nice wash. You can see that his lips are swollen, and that dark wash makes this sculpt look so good from all sides. There is a plastic part of his cape that goes around the neck, and the sculpting is nice. The transition to the cloth is really nice. Blue color of plastic matches the color of soft goods. The cape is wired, and wire goes from underneath here and straight down here, and that goes for both sides of the cape. You can see stitching here, and there are scars. You can see the flesh underneath the suit that is torn apart in places. It's the same on his shoulders, on both arms. Wrinkles are sculpted really nice, and the wash also brings them out. His knuckles are torn apart here. There is also some shading on his yellow belt and on his crotch as well. Wrinkles in his thighs, and also some damages on his legs. And then down at his boots there is also some shading, because there are some differences in blue paint here. I don't know if the camera picks that up, but there is a little bit of grayish tone on this side of the boot. Yeah, all of it looks really good. The cape is amazing here. Look how much of material you get on this cape. It's all folded up like this so that it follows the shape of it on the bottom, and you can get a lot of cool dynamic poses out of this cape. They folded it and tucked it underneath this plastic part on the back as well. And I mean, the wire, although it's only on sides of the cape, the wire is really good, and you can play with it, and it really holds the pose, which is great. He does come with an alternate hand for holding the cape, so you can pose it in that way as well, but the cape on itself really holds the pose. So that's great. His articulation is amazing as well. The head is on a ball peg, and you can turn it 360. There is great movement from side to side. Look at this. Look how much attitude you can get just by moving the head side to side. He looks up this much, down this much. We have a butterfly joint. His arms go out this far. There is a bicep swivel, double joint in elbows that gives us this much of a range. There is a ball peg in the wrists that can be turned in any direction that you want, and then you just have to be careful and be aware of this little seam line, because it shows you in which way you can turn that little ball joint. There is a friction that holds the hand, and the hands are really easy to swap out, but it's still not loose. They are not falling off, but they hold really good. At the torso we have a cut up here, and that rotates, gives us a little bit of side to side, and then There is another cut at the bottom, and that rotates as well. The belt is partially a floating piece because it's connected to the body here at the back. Legs can spread this much, they go forward this much, back this much. There is a thigh swivel, a little bit of drop down, double bend in the knee, no boot cut. The feet go back this much, forward this much. We have a toe hinge and an ankle pivot. No holes at the bottom of his feet. And look at this, a quick and simple, cool looking dynamic pose. I mean, look at this cape, it's beautiful. Now for his accessories, he comes with few interchangeable hands. There are these dynamic open hands, and all of them come on this little plastic piece that is pegged into holes of the hands. And in this way, MAFEX makes it easier for these hands to be interchanged with the ones that are on the figure. He comes with these more relaxed hands, fisted hands that are similar to hands that are already on the figure, but these fisted hands are not closed all the way. You can see that there is a gap, an opening between the fingers, and that is because these hands are meant to be used for him to grip his cape, so that you can get a lot of those cool Batman poses with him pulling his cape across his face or something like that. And it's great that MAFEX gave us this option. Then there are these Batarang holding hands, and here you can see that again his fingers are a little bit spread out, and that is because he also comes with 4 of these little Batarangs, and those are meant to be inserted between his fingers like this, and you get 4 of these Batarangs, and so you can insert all of them between these fingers and get Batman in a cool fighting pose. He also comes with alternate unmasked Bruce Wayne's head, and you can see that his face is also bruised up, beaten, his eye is closed and swollen, and yeah, this is also a great sculpt. There is a little bit of wash in the hair, and it's a gray hair. There are wrinkles on his forehead. You can see how good the sculpting is on his cheeks. A little bit of dry brushing here, and it all looks like bruises, you know. Strong chin, and the sculpting of the muscles of the neck is also great. He also comes with a hood down option that goes along with the alternate head, and what you need to do is put it like this, and then we take Batman's head off and the neck, of course, and we swap it with unmasked Bruce head, and this is what we get. So now, as you see, his hood is down, and yeah, it looks really natural. And so here is now our unmasked Bruce Wayne. And I also forgot to mention that, like all MAFEX figures, this Batman also comes with a stand. Let's now compare our Batman here with some other figures. Here he is with MAFEX Spider-Man comic costume version and MAFEX movie Joker from Nolan's trilogy. And just here you can see how bulky and huge this Batman is. Here he is with MAFEX The Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett and Hasbro's The Black Series Return of the Jedi Boba Fett. Here he is with Bandai's model kit Darth Vader with custom soft goods and the SH Figure Arts Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker. And finally, here he is with Marvel Legends movie Deadpool and NECA Mirage Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Raphael bootleg from AliExpress. All in all, I have to say, I love this figure. His old school colors, the bulkiness, the articulation, the sculpt, the damages on it, soft goods cape with wires, it's just amazing. It gives you so many options for dynamic posing, and I have to say that I had so much fun posing this guy for a posing video, and man, stay tuned for that posing video. That will be the next episode after this one. I had so much fun. This is such a beautiful, great release by Medicom toy MAFEX. I'm really happy that I was able to get it. If you can, I would strongly recommend I mean, if you are a fan of Batman, of course, I would strongly recommend that you get this guy. At the time of recording this video, I saw that he's still up for grabs on AmiAmi's online store. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. I mean, it's a beautiful, amazing release by MAFEX. Stay tuned for that posing video. I was recording it for hours and I feel like I could have done a few hours more because there are so many posing options that you can get out of this figure. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say for this video. Thank you guys for watching and being here with me, and I'll see ya in the next one.